Hey y'all, what's good? What's up? Hey, welcome back to 7 Days of Daily Growth with Nay. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm always drinking water. Got to have my water. Got to. Happy Saturday, y'all. What's up? What's good? Hey, I hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing good. It's been a very easygoing, peaceful Saturday morning. Well, afternoon. I didn't wake up till like 12, but that's because I didn't go to bed till like 4. I was watching this movie and it was good on Netflix. Intergalactic. It might not like be appealing to a lot of people. I don't think it's something that a lot of people will be like appealed to, but I loved it. I thought it was so cheesy, so cute. I love a good love story, a good and they were black and it was just like kind of in a cartoon type thing. It was beautiful though. It was real beautiful, like for real. Right, like I was in there like, I was in the bed like, I was like, okay, I got 20 minutes, I'll finish in the morning. I went ahead and finished the whole movie. It was good to me. I enjoyed it. And you know, for me, for some reason, I feel like when it comes to movies and songs, you know, they're human just like us. I feel like when you are a talented person and you're an artist, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's poetry, writing books, being a rapper, a singer, painting, dancing, it's your expression. It's the way you express stuff. And also like it comes from experience. Like even a dancer, I feel like their dancing comes from just experiencing life, and that allows them to be more free. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I just feel like when I'm watching a movie or a show or, you know, something that I'm interested in, or if I'm reading a book or reading a poem or I'm listening to a rap song or anything like that, I immediately I be listening. I really be tuned in because there's a message somewhere in there. Everything is not for you, but truthfully, like I feel like sometimes the way my life is, I don't listen to stuff or watch stuff for no reason. There's a reason, especially when I come across something that, you know, you don't really expect to come across, but you like, oh, well, you know, you see it and you're like, okay, well, let me, something in your mind, something is telling you like, let me check that out. Like sometimes we come across stuff and we don't get that, let me check that out feeling. Sometimes we do. So I got that, well, you know, let me check this out feeling. And so just in the movie and some of the things that they were saying and stuff like that, definitely some good messages, definitely, that I needed to hear. You know, you don't necessarily have to apply things to your life, but again, it gives you insight. It'll give you insight in your own life because, you know, some of the things they were saying, I took as messages for my life where I'm like, okay, well, maybe, you know, it's awesome. I need to hear that, you know, I need to hear that. It's kind of like, it serves as like advice, life advice, you know? So that's what I was doing. So, I had to get that rest. I would have planned to get up at 9, but I didn't get up to 12, y'all. But it's Saturday, and, I had to get that rest. And I did. I've been having a great day. I've been getting things done around here. I have not really been on my phone. So, it's been a great Saturday. On Saturdays, we reflect. So, I started off by saying, reflecting weekly is a reminder to evaluate how far you've come within a week. It allows you to see where you've been, where you're at, and where you should go next. Regardless of any negativity or positivity throughout the week, you still are able to choose growth as you walk into your next week. Be proud of how far you've come. These weeks seem to be flying, y'all. So just being able to pause and self-evaluate on your life and on your week, I feel like that's good. Like you're able to just pause for a second, like take 10 minutes out of your day and really think about your week and whether it was good or bad, if you learned anything, like what stuck out the most in your week, and that allows you to see where you need to go next. It allows you to stop, take a moment. It allows you to see what kind of week you had, so like where you've been, because that's in the past, so where have you been. It allows you to be able to connect that to where you are right now. So in that moment, you're connecting to what has happened in your past week. You're bringing it back, just for a second, just for 10 minutes. You're just going through it and bringing it back to where you are now. And then you're allowed to take both of those things, where you've been and where you're at now, and you take that and use it as fuel to keep moving forward. To go into your next week either just growing some more or you're learning more. So if you didn't have such a good week, you're able to evaluate that and see where you can have a better week. And if you had a good week, you're able to evaluate that and just continue on in that good, in adding more good. What more can I add now that I've accomplished what I've accomplished? You follow me? I started off like that just to remind you guys why you should reflect. Why you should, we try not to focus on the past, but I am a strong believer in definitely evaluating your life, especially when you're trying to grow and change. Sometimes we keep, like I said, the weeks are flying. Sometimes we keep going and we keep going and we keep going without stopping to process all that we've gotten through this far. It's important to celebrate your growth. Me reflecting is me celebrating my growth, whether good or bad. Because even in the bad, I can celebrate the fact that I'm here right now trying to do better. Even if I put out negative energy, I'm here right now speaking on that and saying, okay, Nay, you gotta do better with that. You gotta work on that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm proud of myself for even becoming aware, making myself aware in order to grow. I'm proud that I can do that. Instead of staying in my ways, I can take where I've been and where I'm at now and I can grow from that. I can keep going. And that makes me proud. That makes me happy. Because I used to go through life without trying to fix me. The dark side of me, the negativity in me. I would go through life not trying to fix that. And that's why when you're going through life and you're putting out negativity, you're gonna always get it back. But when you're able to evaluate the negative and make it better, pour some light on it, you're gonna get more good coming to you because you made that change. You decided to make that change. So yes, I definitely feel like it's something that you can use to allow you to be proud of how far you've come. And also I know I only do weekly reflections, but don't ever be afraid to do monthly reflections, 3 months, a year. Just writing out how far you came is important, especially on a journey of growth and healing. Because you're not that person you were, but it's good to acknowledge how far you came. It's so good. You don't have to still be that person to acknowledge how far you came in life. So truthfully, my week flew by. It was a blur. I was sitting here thinking, and that's probably why I started off the way I started off. Because at first I was like, I don't know. I don't know right now. So let me just ease myself into my journal prompt today. So basically I was just like, let me just give them a reminder of what this is. And apparently I just need a reminder myself, because I was like, I really don't know about this self-evaluation this morning this afternoon, because it was a blur. It all just happened really fast. I looked up and it's already Saturday. Last night I was like, oh my God. I was in the shower. I was like, oh my God, tomorrow's already Saturday. Wow. It was just Friday, So I feel like my week definitely flew. I didn't work. Anytime I don't work on a Tuesday, I be grateful, honestly. I do be grateful because it gives me a chance to rest and really get some catch-up time. But also, it puts me at Wednesday really fast. And after that, it just feel like this week was definitely one of those weeks where mostly everything has been a blur. But honestly, I've just been trying to rest and focus on the things I have got going on. So this week, I do feel like I've been resting quite a bit, as well as just trying to stay focused. It's so hard for me to keep my focus. So I'm trying to stay focused really, really hard right now, like really hard. So that's where I kind of eased myself into this week. Just talking about and looking back and just realizing that I'm trying to stay focused and I'm trying to definitely remain focused. Like this week, I don't feel like I feel like I've been like, but as I was looking back and evaluating, I definitely saw me in focus mode, but kind of like sometimes just so as a self-evaluation, I'm like, that's my main thing. That was the theme of this week, trying to stay focused. Even if I kind of lost focus a little bit this week, that was really my main thing. And so that's how I'm going into next week. Just trying to keep that up. Just trying to stay focused, y'all. I lie to you guys not. It's hard for me to really stay focused, especially on things I got going on. For me, sometimes when I have a lot going on too, like I said before, sometimes I get really overwhelmed. Sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, like, how can I be patient? So the biggest thing for me is to really and truly, really just stay focused and just lay low and get things done. Do what I have to do around here. So the biggest thing for me is to have that self-control so that I don't get easily distracted. It is hard for me to stay focused for real, but this life I live is an everyday process. Every day I evaluate myself and the way I do things and how it impacts me, whether good or bad. And I try to make the necessary or begin to make the necessary changes so that I am able to continue to make life easier for myself. Knowing yourself is so important to growth and healing. So I said just then that I really, that's another thing. That is another thing. Not only self-evaluating weekly or every 3 months or a year, depending on the day, sometimes you gotta definitely evaluate on a daily. I wouldn't even say that, because even if you have a good day, still self-evaluate and congratulate yourself and be proud that you had a great day. Like, why was my day so good? Ask those questions and just be like, I'm proud of you. You had a great day. You did really good. Sometimes you do gotta talk to yourself like you are a kid, You really do. Because some of us don't get I'm proud of you. We've never heard I'm proud of you. We've never heard a lot of stuff that children should hear growing up. So I think it's good, like, congratulating on just the littlest things that you do as a child, So even as an adult, I think it's important to congratulate yourself. Like, you have to be that for yourself. You have to be your own best friend. You have to be your own biggest supporter. All of those things. You have to. So I do think it's important to self-evaluate daily as well, whether good or bad, to see how something has impacted you. So then again, you'll know what you need to change and what you don't need to change. Just continue to add good. Just have a better day tomorrow. 1% better every day. As my best friend says, 1% better every day. For me, one of the things this week that I had to self-evaluate on was, I think, Wednesday, I, was doing my thing and straight out the wake up. Not really straight out the wake up, but after I got myself together, I got back in the bed, I read the Bible, read the Bible, and before I meditate and continue on with my day, I smoke or whatever. And after I smoked and I meditated, y'all, I woke up already not really having energy. So after that really put me back down, and like I just felt like my day was already like over before it even started. And I didn't like that. And I continued to go through my day. Just trying to talk myself through it, make it better, get through it. And I believe I had a good day. And my energy kind of went up a little bit, but it was kind of fluctuating. It wasn't the most energized day. And the next day I had great energy. But just by the time I got home and I did actually, I had already came to that conclusion anyway. But by the time I got home, and you know, I went through my day, and I went through other days. Like I went back to the past, had a blast to the past, and I'm just evaluating. I'm just thinking, and I'm just looking at patterns. Like I'm knowing, know yourself. I'm looking at patterns, and I'm like, wow, yeah, that has to stop. And it was a theory. Like basically, if I don't smoke in the morning, I was telling myself, like, let's try to get everything done and maybe just smoke at night. And so I've been doing that for the past, I did it yesterday and I did it today. And let me tell you, great job to myself. Even yesterday when I went to work, and I hadn't smoked, for some reason I felt like I had smoked. I got to work and I felt really good, and I felt high, and I'm like, okay, well, this feels like I'm high on life, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like I'm dependent on it, because I've slowed down a lot, but it's something that I still do to get me going, get started. It is what it is. It's just something that I like to do. Like I wake up, do my little morning routine, and I come back to my room and I pray and I read my Bible. And then I give myself a few minutes, like I get on my phone for a little bit, and then I'll smoke, and then I'll meditate, So it's not like it's straight off the wake up, but it's in the morning and it's early before I, get up to really get dressed or and go to class or go to work or do my video. So, it's in the morning. It's a part of my morning routine, but it's after I've already done a couple of things. So it's not like something I do as soon as I open my eyes or as soon as I do my morning routine. Like, no, I still pray, read my Bible, and, just chill out before I'll pick it up. But, it's like I already wake up a little, tired. And then once I really am ready to meditate, I feel good. But by the time I smoke and meditate, I'm back down again. It's like, I really don't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I just came to that conclusion. I was like, well, let's try having a productive day and then smoking when you get home. And it's crazy because I slowed down early this year in January. I slowed down a lot. And I always know when I pick back up. I don't feel like I pick back up as much, but I have picked up versus when I really, really slowed down in January. Like, truthfully, slowed down in January. I have picked it back up a little bit more. But it's still like one a day, honestly. It's still like one a day. It's like I'll finish one and I'll have one for the rest of the day, or I'll have one for the rest of the day, and I'll probably need another one by the time I'm ready to go to bed, and it'll just be for the morning. You know what I'm saying? So it's still one a day, but it's throughout the day that I'm picking it up to smoke. And so I'm just like, all right, well, let's try something different, because I'm seeing me not wanting to do anything, not having energy. And so Friday and today, not doing it, not smoking, and getting up, doing my thing, getting things done. I haven't smoked yet today. I feel good. And I'm focused too. I'm really focused. Ever since I've gotten up yesterday and today, I have not had low energy at all. Energy is up. So I think I'm going to keep that up. I'm going to keep it up. You have to know yourself. And where I'm at in life, I don't, I talk to myself and God all the time. And I tell him, like, I'm going to be real. I'm not going to sit here and tell you something I know I'm not going to stop doing. I'm not going to make myself a promise. I'm not even going to take it as far as telling God, like, I promise. Even though I don't see anything in the Bible thus far about smoking being a sin or anything being bad. Because people love to... y'all, I hate when people always got something to say about me smoking and they are deep down in sin. Please leave me alone. Please, before we have to go there. And so, mind your business, when it comes to name. But yeah. So you have to know yourself, and to know me is to know, like, I know I'm not gonna stop. What I do know though, that if it's affecting me and my productivity, that's a problem. especially where I'm at now in life, where I'm really working towards a lot of things, you know, that needs my focus, that I need to have energy for. I gotta make a decision, because I don't want to feel like my day is over before it even gets started. I don't want that for me, because I know I have a lot of stuff to do and I don't be wanting to do it, because now I done got high and meditated. I'm like, you know, chill. Like, what's that word? I don't know, but I'm chill. Like, you know, I'm good. And then I will get that energy back, but not at the moment that I need it back, because after I meditate, I want to keep going. But, you know, now I'm, you know, after I meditate, I'm real relaxed then. So there's nothing else I want to do. And then I'll pick up my phone, and then I'm unproductive for an hour, maybe even longer. You know, that's not it. That's not it. You know, I'm not there anymore. It's a lot of things that I'm shedding. It's a lot of things that are just not for me anymore, that just doesn't fit with me, doesn't align. And one thing that is, you know, steadily smoking throughout my day, when I need to be being productive. I got stuff to do. I need to be using my hands and doing what I'm supposed to be doing around here. At night, when it's time to level out, chill after my night routine, my shower, I get into bed, whether I get on my phone and read my Bible or watch the Golden Girls, whatever, you know, that's when I pick it up, because guess what? I'm going to bed. Everything's done. Everything's taken care of. Check mark on next day. The day is over. I'm just going to bed. I'm about to relax anyway. Might as well. Why not? And again, thus far, these past 2 days, yesterday and today, and for me, I don't even need it. Like yesterday, I'm not going to lie though. Yesterday, so what I did was I put my ashtray and, you know, my blunt in the shoebox where I keep everything else. And so I was just like, I'm so used to it. So I was like, let me just hit it before work. You know, in my head. But it's all a part of that self-control, you know, not being distracted, not, you know, it's not something that I desire, but it's something that, you know, I do use to keep me going for real. Because sometimes I'll smoke right before I'm about to do something. Like, usually I'll smoke before I write this reflection. I didn't do that today, but normally I would. But I'll get right to work. Or I'll smoke before I read, get right into the book. You know, so I'm not saying it's the worst thing for me, but I have realized that sometimes, especially in the morning, I can get real unproductive, you know, because it's a little bit right off of a wake up where, you know, I'm already a little trying to get myself together for real. So, you know, once I read my Bible, because I read my Bible right in my bed too, so I'm already comfortable still. So just smoking and meditating and getting even more relaxed, now I'm real comfortable. You know, so know yourself. Knowing yourself is so important. Knowing your patterns, knowing what is holding you back, hindering you, knowing what's pushing you forward. All of it is good. Knowing who you are, what triggers you. All of that is good to know so that you can continue on your journey of growing and healing. Because if something is hindering you or holding you back, you need to let it go. Or you need to make necessary changes so that it's not holding you back anymore. So therefore, I am going to start, because it's not something I need. Like I said, yesterday it was kind of in my head, because, you know, before work, woo, why not? You're in there feeling, you know, great. It gets you through the day, I'm telling you. But, you know, self-control, and it's all in your mind. Like, not lying, my mind was smoke. Just a little bit, just a hit. You'll be all right, you know. But no, I didn't want to. I really didn't want to. I really wanted to stick it out and have that self-control, and I did. And I am, you know. So it's been great. It's been great. Now, when I got to work, I did, you know. Instead of waiting until I was about to go to bed, I did smoke when I got off. But, of course, I just got to work. Like, today, it'd probably be a day when I'm not really in a rush to, you know, do it. But on a weekday when I just got to work, definitely. But, yeah, I just want to tell y'all that little story. Because no distractions. And when you are at a place in your life where you need to evaluate, and you see that something isn't working, or you see that it's holding you back, figure it out and make those changes, or start making those changes. Some things are not easy to change right then and there. That's why I said you start making them, because it ain't easy. It's not easy. Like I said, one thing about me is I'm not going to say I'm going to stop smoking. I know I'm not going to stop smoking that right now. Probably not until I'll get pregnant, is what I always say. But I'm just being real. I gotta keep it real. I got to be honest about that. But when I realize that I know where I'm at, and I know where I want to go, and if that's getting in my way, I have to cut it out some more. Just always evaluate on a daily too. Just in your mind, or you just see how your day goes, and whether it's good or bad, or unproductive or productive, or however, see what you can do to make it better, what changes you can make, or what can you keep adding to make every day 1% better. Lastly, I just feel like I have finally finished up a chapter in my life. I've let a lot go. I'm ready to start reading. In parentheses, I put living. I'm ready to start living this next chapter of life that God has written out for me. It's already done. It's already written in stone. Everything about my life has already been strategically written. It's already been written. It's already done. It's already set in stone. So I'm ready to start living what has been written for me next. In this next chapter, what God has in store for me, I'm ready to start living it. Start living in that. Start receiving that. I'm done with that last chapter. I go into tomorrow, my next week, living this new chapter that has been written specifically for me by God. It's time, and I'm more than ready for what He has in store for me. Truly, my main focus is to remain focused. I probably say that a lot, but you got to keep reminding yourself. It's so easy to get off track. Keep reminding yourself to remain focused. Stay focused. Don't let up. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to rest, but stay focused. Even when you taking a break, when you resting, still have it in your back of your mind that you're going to keep going, that you're going to get right back to it once you take that much needed break or resting period. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't let up. Keep going. I'm more than ready for what's next for me. I'm excited, God blesses me tremendously. He has blessed me tremendously. Even through the good, the bad, the ups and downs, the storms, the sunny days, no matter what, God blesses me. And every day He teaches me something new. Every day He shows me that He's here. So I keep moving. I keep going. There's a lot of things that I've let go. Every day is a process of letting go. When you notice something negative about yourself and you choose to change it or start making that change, you're letting that negative thing go, whatever that looks like for you. You're letting it go little by little. It's not easy. But the fact that you're trying to make a change, that's all that matters. As long as you keep moving forward, that's all that matters. So, only thing I know is that I'm ready for what's next, this next chapter. I'm ready to start reading it, living it. Same thing. I just kind of, I'm not actually reading my life right now, but I'm living my life. But my life has already been written out. The thing is, when we come across certain things, we got free will to choose the way God wrote it or to rewrite it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Do you follow me? As I step into tomorrow and I got a choice to make. Let's say tomorrow I get a choice to make. Lord willing, when I see tomorrow. And I have a choice to make. And something in me is telling me to make a certain choice, and I know it's the right choice. Yet I'm also presented with a choice that also is tempting, and it looks good and it sounds good. Am I going to follow what's already been written in stone for me? Or am I going to try to do everything in my power to take a rock myself and scratch out what's written and rewrite it myself, because that's more desirable. That's a little bit more tempting. You get a choice. It's already written, but you can rewrite it. That's the choice God gives you. He's already written it out for you to follow. You follow that path, but you come to two paths. You on one path, and then you at a stop sign, and you got this way, you got that way. This is what God wrote. This is the free will to not go that way. This is free will. Rewrite it yourself. You're free. You have free will to do whatever you want to do. He's giving you a choice. You get that choice. When he brings you certain situations and you got a choice to make, especially when it comes to your healing and your growth, to do better, to be better, what are you going to choose? What are you going to do? Are you going to keep moving forward into your next chapter, listening and following and living what God has written out for you? Or are you going to try to rewrite it yourself? And I'm here to tell you, if you keep trying to rewrite things yourself, if you keep trying to rewrite it yourself, you're going to write it. But it don't work out. When you rewrite it, it don't make sense. You rewrote it, now it don't make sense. You took that path, but it's not making sense. Like, I thought this was what I would. It don't make sense though. So now you're back rewriting, trying to rewrite it again. Now you're back at that stop sign. You looking like, okay, I see it, but this still looks good. Let me try to figure it out. Get a little bit further down, you know, you got now you done rewrote it, and you to the middle of the page, and you at the middle of the path. You know, everything seemed good, it looked good, but then something just don't make sense. Something just not clicking. Something just not going right on this path. You back when it's already written. You ain't got to rewrite nothing. It's already done. It's already made perfect. It's already prosperous. What you gonna do? As you step into your next week, what are you gonna do? When certain choices are presented to you, follow your heart, follow your mind. That's why it's so important for your mind to be clear, your heart to be clear, for it to be intact, for you to be able to guard it, all this stuff. Because when you're presented with choices in life, you gotta be able to listen to what's inside. Not just what you see. You gotta be able to know what you feel, so that you know what choice to make. Intuition is everything, you know. Sometimes I'm big on knowing and not doing better, or feeling it and knowing I should have did this, but I still take the path because it looks good, it sounds good. And then I'm rewriting. I've been rewriting all my life. I'm tired of rewriting. I'm ready to just live it. Live what's already been written. You know? So that's all I have for you guys today. I really didn't want to make this long, y'all. You know? Just a little bit of self-evaluation. Just a weekly evaluation of where I'm at right now in life and where I'm going, where I've been, you know? Just trying to stay focused. You know? Again, I'm tired of rewriting. Now, I just want to live what God already has written out and set in stone for me. It's already set in stone, forever set in stone. You know? Forever set in stone. I hope you guys have had a wonderful, 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 and blessed and beautiful Saturday. You guys stay safe. Stay safe, y'all. It's crazy out here. Stay safe. Pray for this world and stay safe. Y'all be patient, be kind, be humble, be gentle, show compassion. You are love. Love is within you. Show that love, spread that love. Be love. You are light. Shine your light. Shine it brightly. You are you. Nobody else can be you. Be you. Who cares what people think? Who cares? The moment I stopped caring what anybody think about me, the moment I really started living. For real. For real, I can't lie to y'all. I don't be caring, you know? I don't. Only one person can judge me, and only I can be judged for the way I live my life. So I can't care about what anybody has to say about what I do. I love you all from my heart to yours.